Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today we are going to learn about climate and the previous link to this topic is with water cycle. As you have already learned about water cycle, that there are four stages or four stages of water cycle. It starts with evaporation, then condensation, then comes precipitation, then runoff where it goes to the groundwater and back into the sea again. So now we are going to learn how water cycle and wind patterns affect climate of any area. How can these have any effect? We know that water cycle, if disturbed, can also affect the climate of an area. And obviously the wind pattern, which way the wind blows, will have large effect on the climate of a specific area. So you can find these pages, like page number 52 and 53 of textbook, and you will find this topic on this page. What is climate? One. Yes, climate of a place is its usual pattern of weather conditions. Whatever we experience day to day, whatever weather we experience day to day, when we take average of 20 to 30 years, it is said as. What are the factors that affect climate? So there are a number of factors, but we are going to, could you name some? Okay, so we are going to name some here as well. How close is place to the sea? Which way the wind blows, that will have a major effect. For instance, if it's wind blowing from the sea to the land or from land to the sea. Whether there are any mountains nearby. Point to ponder. What happens as we move towards the equator? Any guesses? Yes, you might be right. It is hot throughout the year because sun stays overhead the equator. What would climate change as we move towards the polar region? Why do climates change as we move to the Antarctica or Arctic? Yes, it will be cold most of the year because there is not enough sunlight reaching that part of the earth. Now, look at this diagram. This diagram shows how geography affects the weather, how the presence of a sea or a mountain, as we have already read about it, that these are the factors that can affect the climate. How these affect the climate? Let's start with the water cycle. So what is the first stage in the water cycle? As you can see, evaporation. Yes, when water evaporates and it moves up the mountain due to cold climate, it turns into clouds, and they turn into clouds through the process of exactly condensation. And when these clouds can't hold enough water vapors, these are these water vapors? Yes, you're right, these are not water vapors anymore. So when they can't hold water droplets anymore, it starts falling as rain. And if it is further up on the mountain where climate is too cold, it will fall as snow. So after this rain, when the air will move down on the other side of the mountain, it will be dry because air does not have enough water vapors left in it. Whatever water vapors were, they already condensed into clouds and started raining. Now, if place is at this point on the other side of the mountain, it will definitely have dry climate. As you can see, if we talk about a place over this area, for instance, there is a city here. What do you predict? What type of weather would it be? Yes, it would be wet. But if we talk about a place like here on the other side of the mountain, what type of a climate would it have? Yes, exactly, but hot and dry because they do not find any water vapors that can make clouds and cause rain. Very good. Now look at this video, and here they are going to show you how does the presence of sea near India and Pakistan affects our climate. This is an animation. I hope you are going to enjoy it.
Monsoon is a periodic seasonal wind that comes from sea to land in a particular season and completely reverses back with the change in the atmospheric conditions in the next season. It is a typical yet dominant feature of the Indian climate. Monsoon is a periodic seasonal wind that comes from sea to land in a particular season and completely reverses back with the change in the atmospheric conditions in the next season. It is a typical yet dominant feature of the Indian climate. The term monsoon is derived from an Arabic word mausim, which means season. In olden days, the sailors found this wind convenient to set in their sails on the direction of the wind. They used to save their fuel and time by doing so. Let us discuss the causes of this seasonal reversal of wind from sea to land and land to sea. The main cause is the differential heating and cooling of land and its surrounding water bodies, that is, seas and oceans. During summer, land is hotter and thus low pressure develops over interior parts of the large Indian landmass. Simultaneously, high pressure condition develops over the seas and oceans surrounding India. Thus, a steady flow of moisture-laden wind moves towards India and causes rainfall for almost 3 months. As the pressure system reverses due to apparent shifting of the sun from the Tropic of Cancer to the equator, the wind also reverses back to the same direction from where it comes.
Okay. So that's about it. Guys, I just wanted to add few things. Like you can see here, it is Pakistan, here is India. You can't see the boundaries obviously. And this line, can you see this line? These are Himalayas, the world's highest mountain. And on the other part of this mountain is Tibet. Tibet is also a place we are going to talk about in the next slides. So see, as you can see, India and Pakistan are neighboring countries, and on the southwest we have Arabian Sea, or you can say Indian Ocean. Then here there are Himalayas, and on the other side of the Himalayas there is Tibet. So when wind blows from southwest where there is a sea, they cause rain in India and Pakistan and Bangladesh. And these happen during the 4 months, specific 4 months from July till June till September, you can say. And there is too much rain in this short period of 4 months. But when wind blows from northeast across Himalayas, they do not cause much rain during rest of the year because they do not have any water body on that side of the Himalayas from where they can bring moisture laden winds and they can cause rain here. So this is a very simple phenomena. But another thing I want to discuss with you, this Tibet. This area is dry. Can you guess why this is dry? Okay, I'm giving you time. Okay, so those who thought that Tibet is dry because there is no sea nearby, they're right. Because when the winds from southwest travels toward Himalayas, they cause much rain, and when they reach Tibet, there is not enough moisture left in them to cause rain in this area. So this area remains dry throughout the year. And up to 2400 millimeter of rain can fall in these 4 months. Not much rain falls during rest of the year in India because, yes, wind mainly blows from northeast where there is no sea. There are not enough water vapors in the air that can fall as rain. Now, at the end of the lesson, we have learned that weather of a country depends upon closeness to the sea, position on the earth, any mountains nearby, and direction of the wind. I hope guys you enjoyed this lesson. You may watch it again just to get a clear idea of it, so you may answer the worksheets that follows this video. Thank you so much everyone.